Hi, it's Yvonne from Just Imagine Journals in Australia. Today I have a lapbook for you, Slow Down and Enjoy Life. It's tied with a fabric tea-dyed and hand stamped on both sides and so on. And on the spine I've used craft text, and the kit that I've used is from Janeybjournals on Etsy, the grunge kit. So I've done a lot of distressing, a lot of wonky bits and a lot of messy stitching as if it's a much loved folio or journal kept by someone and repaired over the years and used a lot. And for inspiration I used this lady here who also came with the kit, one of Jane's dolls she calls them, and I've backed that, and I thought she might have travelled and kept all sorts of special memories and things that were important to her in this book. So it folds out, and again the times gone by theme, so a time of where things were a little bit slower, people took time to write to each other. And here I have an envelope and it's gusseted. I'm going to move this along so from time to time so it stays in camera. So you can see I've gusseted it, and so there's quite a lot of space there, and when you can stand it up so you can access things. So I'm going to delve in here like you would in a box that you've been gifted from your grandmother or your parents or your own memories, and you find all sorts of eclectic things. So tickets, and that's a vintage ticket from Mary, so Sarah gave me the others. And these are little cards that come with the kit, postcards, and backed with 1890s paper gifted to me by Marilyn. Other special things she might have kept: handmade envelopes, an old photo, and I've made this card that could be a journaling card. I've got it upside down, I think. There we go. So you've lots of space there, and postage stamps. And the lapbook's made with file folders sewn together, a double thickness, so I've included those. And this postcard's rather fun because it's a modern card of a 1918 photo, and then in the Panama hat it's my husband's grandfather. And then I also have this envelope, a little pocket here at the bottom holding the envelope closed, lovely little tag from Jenny. I'm going to pop all those things aside, and then an envelope I've made. And then inside, just for fun, I found an old fountain pen, and I wrote a letter to this lovely lady who I think of as Janetta, and she's travelling, and a letter from her sister Ellen in Australia. I'm not going to do any of these things up because there's a lot to show, and that'll save some time. This pocket I've made out of fabric for a pen. This is my own pen. My son gave it to me, so it's rather special, but I just popped it in there so you can see that there's a space for that. And then this section here, it's a public domain image which I've watercoloured with watercolour crayons, done some fabric stitching here, and aged with tea dye. This started life as a nail file folder, and it has a bookmark in it from Lucia and more writing space. And this reminded me a little bit of Remembrance. It's a Tim Holtz wildflower dye, Rosemary for Remembrance. And then handwritten, this beautiful old fountain pen, a journaling spot, and this is a bookmark from an exhibition I went to where I was lucky enough to see handwriting by Michelangelo, Mozart, Napoleon, Bach, really special. Then that opens up. And here I've got a paper clip, a Tim Holtz paper clip, so another little journaling spot. And these hold the envelope closed, so we'll get to that in a moment. So a little journal, a little booklet that I made, a tag, and another little fun little spot. And I couldn't resist, another little drawer with a tiny little something there. I won't worry about putting things together just to save the time, but I just wanted to show you the envelope which is attached, and the pen again, and a tag that I've made, and so on again with that messy stitching. And then here I have a sort of a 0 to 10, I guess you could call it, countdown, or and I thought that makes a lovely little spot for journaling, and for things like maybe your 10 favourite memories, 10 places you've been to, 10 things you wanted to tell your grandchildren. So they're 4 and 5. And it could also be for a gratitude journal. Thought this was perfect actually for a gratitude journal. 6, 7, 8. 9's tucked in behind there, and you can write on the back of all of those. And actually, I'll take those out because you can see that there's different backing. This is using a studio light die, and then you've got your 10 here. So I really like the idea of a gratitude journal actually, and that fits in with the idea of slow down as well. Now I'm going to close this up. And this is the common spine for the 2 parts, and that's about 6 thicknesses, so very sturdy, and fabric. So you could actually put some sari silk on the outside and put a little journal in there, but I chose not to do that because it's already very bulky, and so I chose to give a little bit more room. So this is the second section, and this part here opens out, pockets, tags, and this is a faux cabinet card that I made that you could write on the back, and some more tags, a little stamp, and I've stamped this with the script stamp. This is from Sarah, thank you Sarah, and lots of lovely journaling space there, and the idea of the suitcase, travel, memories. And then this folds out, and this is a something like the old photo album is the look that I was thinking of. And then that I like how these lap books have all these secret little special unexpected spots, sort of like going through that drawer of your grandmother's, a little Christmas greeting vintage one, photos. And what a beautiful life. That really fits in with the slow down and enjoy life theme. And this also folds this way, and I've got, I love this paperclip Life. This is from the kit, the seeds paper, and that holds that in. A little envelope that's adhered there, and just a reminder again to us all, slow down and enjoy life. And the postcard has, scrapbook paper has plenty of space there for journaling, so that's a pocket, and a Tim Holtz photo strip there, and that folds back down, but I really like this construction because you can see you can fold it either way very easily, so it's lots of room there as well. And then we come to our last section. Just going to move all this over a little more. And these are reminding me of the old document envelope. These pieces here, which again fits with the slow down theme, were gifted to me from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And I've opened it up, and I won't take it completely out, but you can see that there's a card in there with plenty of journaling space and a blank spot to put your own design title. Write your own story, this lovely couple again, some tickets, and then you flip this open, again one of these secret little spots, the pen, plenty of writing space, and then this flips down, and there's a recipe little folio there, and 2 cards from Jenny, which are eco paper. and some old recipes that I found in a vintage book. So you could add your own title. And then this flips up, as we saw before, a little journal. And instead of pasting this lady down, I've just used it as a journal card. That's from the kit. I've had a slide and this rather special 1930s ledger paper here. And this is lovely recycled paper, very thin and has a lovely feel to it. So that's lots of journaling space there. And here I've also made this little ledger book, little journaling spot, lined it with Tim Holtz paper, and another little spot there, and even a little spot on the back, a little photo. So that goes back in there, and this all closes up. And as you can see, Janie's papers are just beautiful. And I've elected to go for a sort of a soft grunge, I suppose you'd call it, but you could use it with all sorts of different types of paper. Of course, all this normally wouldn't be hanging down, but I just wanted to save time. I also wanted to show you how chunky it is. So there's a lot in there, lots of detail, but it's so fun, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. And if you're interested in purchasing this journal, it is for sale, and the details are below. And if you liked this video, and I'd love you to subscribe to my channel and give the video a like. I'd really appreciate that. So a message for us all, I think, especially with current circumstances: slow down and enjoy life. Remember the important things. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye for now.